Hey Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1 732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.
Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to our channel. It's Cruise Thursday. Yay! Welcome everybody. How are we doing? I don't know about you, but I'm already celebrating like it's weekend. I'm in a weekend mood already. Yeah. What's making noise there? I'm in a weekend mood already. My summer weekend is activated already. It's unfortunate that I don't have any party this weekend. Last weekend I had a party. I couldn't go. I couldn't go at all. Please invite me. I'm looking for barbecues and parties to attend because this summer is running out very fast, and I don't want to be to not to have enjoyed my summer to the fullest. So if you're in London or Everons, in the environments of London, Kent, thereabouts, Essex, invite moi and I'll be glad to come. Welcome everybody. Give us a thumbs up. How you guys doing? I hope you're well. Welcome. I see you. I had you very much. So tonight I'm going to cover two topics. I did say that we're going to talk about the issue of the passport, the couple that said that the man that said the wife stole his passport, which we all know is all bullshit now. I already kind of knew that there was something fishy about that situation from the beginning when people started sending it to me, because I was like, it doesn't make sense. I'll touch on that later on. But first of all, I wanted to talk about the matter that I posted about earlier on today. Some of you may have seen it. A young lady, young unmarried lady, Christian lady in the UK, who said that she's been introduced to someone in Nigeria and she's seeking for advice. Right. So just as I was about to jump on this live stream, I salute everybody. Welcome. Ola Bawo Nisheda Dani. Natsu, I see you. Faith, welcome. Chinye, how are you? Please give us a thumbs up as you're joining. Dami suggested something that, I felt, it's really going to be good, because I said something in the video that I posted today that older women like us, not that I'm old though, please, I'm just using that terminology to describe, the finer wine. You know how they say the wine, the longer it stays, the more, yeah, older in quote. I'm not old, but older. Aging, let me put that word, aging. The aging ones should be guiding the younger ones, the younger women should be teaching them. And there is nothing I enjoy doing more than that. I do enjoy the TV stories, but to be honest, I'm kind of tired of the TV stories now. Honestly, I am tired. There's nothing that is permanent in this life. Everything has a season and a time. And so Dami was suggesting that we should have these sections where we advise the younger women. She was clever enough again to suggest. She actually designed this, Dear Auntie B. I was kind of doing Dear Auntie B before. I was doing Dear Auntie B on Instagram. And we'll move some of them here to YouTube, but we've not done them for a while. I do enjoy them, thoroughly enjoy them. And this is what it says. I need your advice and guidance regarding a relationship I'm presently in. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I feel like maybe TikTok is going to be better. I don't know. YouTube, you people don't like, you don't share, you don't give super chats. I'm getting tired of YouTube. I'm not going to lie. Subscribe, you will not subscribe. And if I focus on TikTok, I think I'll grow better. Because even though I don't post on TikTok, anytime I go there, I have a lot of followers. So I think I may be focusing on TikTok because I'm really getting tired of YouTube. You will shout and shout and shout from morning till night. So like, subscribe. It's free of charge. People will not like. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go try that on TikTok. Yeah. But it's just that I think you need to have a certain number of followers on TikTok for before you can do live stream. I don't know if I can do live stream, but I don't mind. I can record and just post there because there's more engagement on TikTok. I think a lot of people are on TikTok now, especially the target audience, which are the Gen Z and the millennials. Maybe they find YouTube too boring or too old school. I don't know, but we'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Welcome everybody. So let me quickly touch on that issue that I posted on Instagram. Those of you who follow me on Instagram may have seen it. It's about a young lady because I've been having conversations with her since yesterday about this relationship. 44 years old, living in the UK, church girls. You know, we're always talking about church girls. Church girls, church girls, church girls. All these church sisters. Eh? Every church girl, yeah, that is so like very churchy should have one very savvy, like sassy friend. It is highly recommended. If you know you are a church girl, all you do is church, walk church, walk church. You are not street smart. You know open eye. You need a minimum of one friend that is street smart because sometimes street smartness will save your life. It will. A lot of all the issues that we have here are girls that are usually women that their mother have groomed them to be, just the basic thing about marriage. They are not really, really exposed. And that in itself has a lot of disadvantages because the streets are not smiling now. What is going on out there now, yeah, is not smiling at all. Mhm. The streets are not smiling at all. Tofomi, you want me to be your friend? Or are you going to? Can you afford my friendship? Can you afford it? Are you sure you can afford it? Mhm. Because from looking at your picture, I think you are very young. So if you want me to befriend you, are you sure you'll be able to afford my friendship? Something comes with my friendship. My friendship is not free. Oh dear. If you're sure you can afford my friendship, if you can pay for my friendship, you pay with red lipstick. Ah, ẹ gbà mí o. Ah, ọmọ yìí. Hmm. I have a whole bag of red lipstick. I don't need more. So no, Sarah is asking whether it's the church girl show or content creator. I'll do both. So let me quickly talk about the church girl thing. We've talked about church girls a lot. I'll come to the content creator. Let me quickly, I'm wasting time. Let me jump to the church girl one. Spend 20 minutes on that, then quickly talk about the content creator one. The content creator one, I don't want to devote too much of my time to it. There's just something I want to say about it, and I'm just going to dwell on the fact why people wanted to believe that story so desperately. There's a reason why people wanted to believe that story because it aligns with all this social media narrative about abroad wife. The abroad wife. Anybody that saw the video would have seen what the friend was saying. I saw all these women for Italy they do. I saw all these women for Italy they do. Yeah. People were kind of disappointed that the story is not real because again, it's about the propaganda about diaspora marriages, diaspora women, Nigerian women abroad, and all that nonsense. Anyway, let's talk about the church girl very quickly. The church girl sent me an email. She's a 44-year-old. So she's not a spring chicken. And because age is no longer on her side as a result of her biological clock, I think somebody is actively trying to manipulate her. And it's a friend. Usually it's friends that will introduce you to these people. Yeah. You see, what I'm finding out is that it's not every friend that means well for you. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Not all friends mean well for you. You have to be very discerning. You have to be careful. Because everything I'm saying about this church girl story is that this her friend, the so-called friend who introduced her to her brother in Nigeria, is trying to shift the financial burden of the brother to this church girl. This friend knows that this church girl is very naive. Okay, she's a virgin at 44 years old. Okay, and looking at her biological clock, maybe some desperation will be setting in. When you're 40 plus, you've never been married, no child, of course, you're a Nigerian girl, you'll be worried. So this her friend is a very bad person, in my opinion. You know that your brother is a liability. And because you are looking for somebody to help with the financial burden of that human being, you decide to shift him to your friend. You have to be very, very careful with friends. That friend is here in the UK. Why did she not bring her brother to the UK? She didn't bring her brother, but she's looking for a naive, innocent woman who needs a husband, and you want to saddle her with a man who has 3 children. Little or no education. I don't even need to read the email. It's on my head. Let me just summarize it. This guy has little or no education. Look, Nigerians are very highly educated people everywhere in the world. In fact, the Nigerians in Nigeria are probably more educated than the Nigerians in the abroad. Correct me if I'm wrong. The minimum that you see people have in Nigeria is a bachelor's degree. Master's degree is like water in Nigeria. If Nigeria economy was good and the politicians did not ruin Nigeria the way it is now. And that's why you have a lot of highly skilled labor shipping out of Nigeria every day. People go to school in Nigeria. We prioritize education more than anything. And as a matter of fact, there are some states in Nigeria that they will tell you there's a professor in this house, there's a professor in this house, there's a professor in this house, there's a professor in this house. It's a bragging right for you to be collecting degrees. You can be broke, but just collect the degrees. Just be collecting degrees. Why am I saying this? I'm saying it because for a man, a young man, they're about the same age, who's been married before, unfortunately, his wife passed away due to cancer, whatever, may God rest her soul. He has my empathy. But if you're an empath, you have to be very careful. I'm an empath. And I know I'm beginning to realize what comes with this empathy that we have. If you are not careful, they will use you. People will use you. They will use you and squeeze everything out of you, all in the name of friendship. Empaths have the tendency of soaking in other people's troubles, all their wahala, all their pain. You want to help, but you have to recognize that you're only a human being. You are not Jesus. Inshallah, you are not Jesus. You cannot save the world. Even Jesus gone. At the end of the day, they nailed him on the cross. So some so-called friends, when they say that, okay, this woman, she's a good girl, she's not married, they will start fixing you with their so-called brother in Nigeria. This young man has basic education, secondary school. What does he do? He's a farmer. A farmer? I was like, what? No, she put it like this. She said he's into agriculture. Oh my God. That's why I said, if you're a church girl, you need a street girl as a friend. Yes. A street girl. Somebody will tell you to go and be marrying somebody that is a farmer in Ibadan. You will tell the person, job, it's not my portion. Please. Please. She was seriously considering it before she reached out to me. Oh, he's very nice. He's nice to me. Our values align. He's treated me with respect. And then I asked her, I said, has he asked you for money? She said no. He's not asked her because she's been off work because of some, medical issues, and that she strongly believes is because of that he has not asked her for money. Why is it that somebody that you met on the phone that you were introduced to? How many of you remember the story of Victory? I'm going to link it here because it seems like a lot of all the stories that we shared about 3 years ago, people have forgotten. CC was the one that was reminding me. I need to reshare those stories so that some of you that didn't see them or you've forgotten, you can refresh your memory. It's exactly the same thing. The only difference was that Victory had been married before in Ireland, the one that said that she married a guy in Nigeria and brought the guy to Ireland and saw Shaggy. I'm not saying you shouldn't marry from Nigeria. Please don't misunderstand me, because I know people choose to hear what they want to hear. You can marry from anywhere in the world, but you need to look at it, weigh it. What is the person bringing into the relationship? If this guy was somebody like that is, he has skills or is educated, and maybe because of the economy, that's why he's not able to get a decent job, but at least he has something doing. I would say, okay, my secondary school education, yeah, which is nothing in Nigeria. I know, I was hearing in the US that people celebrate, they do party for high school graduation. Secondary school is nothing in Nigeria. Okay, in fact, first degree is nothing in Nigeria. Now, it's from master's level that we start with the bragging. We brag a lot. We are braggarts. Yes. Yeah. Temidi said, Auntie B, I agree with you 100%. As an empath, people take advantage and hardly return help when you need it. Yeah, they use you. I'm an empath, so I know I had to learn the very hard way. I want to help everybody, but it's not possible. Yeah, now I know what I can do, and I know my limits, and I set boundaries with friends, family, everybody. I set boundaries. So this guy is a farmer, he's into agriculture. He's got 3 children from his first marriage, and according to her, it was a love marriage. The first marriage, he and his wife loved each other so much. Now he doesn't have anything he's doing. And he's pressuring her that he wants to go and see her family. They've not met physically. They've not seen each other. They've just been talking on the phone. He said he wants to go and pay a bride price, and they should hurry up, and they are trying to relocate to another country. I said, yeah, how? I don't understand. Relocate to where? Where are you relocating to? You're in the UK. Which country is better than the UK? Hello? We have the best healthcare in the world. Where are you going? We have a social system. Where are you going? Well, let me brag small. Our internet might not be fast, but at least UK is one of the best countries in the world, in my opinion. Anyway, yeah. When you hear of rubbish country like Italy, you remember the story we did on Tuesday? It's an Italy, and all the horror stories we hear about Italy. You will know that, yeah, some countries are better than some in the abroad. So they didn't meet, and the guy wants to go and pay bride price. So I now said to her, say, where is your mom in all this? Where are your aunties? Who are your mentors? She now told me that her mom passed away. Her dad passed away. So she basically has no one to talk to. I'm like, oh dear. Then I started to feel very bad for her. I felt sorry for her. I said, oh, thank God you've spoken out. What are you planning to do? He's saying she should come to Nigeria. Who is going to pay for the wedding? So you will go to Nigeria, pay for a wedding, and then are you ready to be the mother of 3 children? All of them are below 12 or so. Are you ready to be the mother of 3 whole children? That's too much responsibility. If he had money, you would say, okay, at least he can take care of his children financially. All the burden of these 4 human beings is going to rest on you. So, I mean, I posted it and a lot of people gave their opinion. I would still like to hear your opinion about these guys. I would still want people who didn't, if you don't follow me on Instagram and you didn't see this story, please, I'd like to hear your opinion about this. This is about importing somebody from Nigeria and somebody who lives in the UK. She said that she has not been to Nigeria in a very long time, like really, really long time. It's not like those of us that go to Nigeria every Eke market day. She's not been in Nigeria since 2003. Jesus. That was before I came to this country. 2003 was the last time she visited Nigeria. Hmm? Dele Aremo, you've enjoyed this channel for so long that you keep trolling me and I keep being patient with you, but you are just, I don't know what to call you. Should I insult you? If I insult you now, eh? There are some platforms you go to, they will curse your father, curse your mother. They don't insult you, but you keep coming here to troll me. Eh? Don't, is English your problem? You don't know the meaning of a liability. It's not an insult. When I talk about liability, it's about being, I mean, you being responsible or being liable for somebody financially. It's not an insult. You see why I say you shouldn't marry broke men? Their ego, very, very high. He's already feeling insulted. Before you say anything, is wahala. They don't have shishi in their pockets, but their pride and ego is on top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Beware of broke men. Right, now let me describe whatever it is I forgot. She's not been to Nigeria since 20. She said, I have feelings for him. Although I'm not keen to go back to Nigeria to get married, I'm scared. That he's been suggesting I come over and visit and we get married. I'm not sure I'm praying. Okay, there's a part of it that I forgot. He said to her that God told him that she is his wife. How many times have we dealt about this God told me thing? How many of you remember how many times we dealt with God told me, God told me? Have we not dealt with that? God does not choose wife for anybody anymore. Since even PK explained it, that since Adam told God that it is the woman that you gave me, you know, men, with all due respect to our uncles and our brothers, you guys don't like taking responsibility. You don't like accountability. A lot of you, not everyone, but most of you. Let me put it that way. Adam was challenging God, and when God said, why did you eat the fruit? I told you not to eat the fruit. This tree, I told you not to touch it. Adam just looked at God and said, God, the woman gave it to me. The woman you gave me. He shifted the wahala onto God and said, God, it's your fault. I was on my own, and you gave me a woman. Is this woman? From that day on, both God and man, no matter of wife between them anymore. God does not choose wife for nobody anymore. Mm-mm. So if anybody comes to you and say it's a spiritual manipulation, I don't know how else to explain it. People use it to manipulate church girls that God told me. Some prophets will come and say, God, which God told you? Where? Do you have God's telephone number? Please stop it. Stop the cap, as man of prestige will say. What I see here is that it's a sister who wants to use a friend to help the brother's life. Okay? Yeah. This is simple. Yeah. And she said that he's been pushing forward to see my people and pay my dowry. Pushing forward to see people and pay dowry for a woman you've not seen face to face. What if you see her and you are not attracted to her? What if you don't like her? Just talking on the phone and you want to pay bride price. Is that not desperation? Anyway, yeah. Yeah. By the way, he's not a Yoruba man. No. I don't know I should mention where he comes from. Yeah, I can mention it. He said the guy is from Benin. He's an Edo man. Hey, Edo wayo. I won't shop this one. Yeah. Chai. Mango Park does not discriminate too. You don't get tribe. They everywhere. Anyway, that is the issue of the young virgin 44-year-old. See, I know it's easy to say that, okay, take your time, but for me, a broken engagement is better than a broken marriage. And I'm not saying don't marry him, but get to know him first. There's no rush. Okay? And the question I'm asking, what is it bringing to the men are asking question, what do you bring to the table? Before I leave this one, I move to the story of the passport people. I've been trying to get my son to get a girlfriend. So the other day I said, when are you going to get a girlfriend? And he looked at me and said, Mom, he said, I don't have money. If I'm a, this is what he said, if I'm a girl, I will not want to date myself. He said that if I am a girl, I will not want to date myself. I will not want somebody like him to come and date her. I don't know if you guys understand. He was placing himself that if he was a girl, that a young man like him, he would not even advise him, her, her. I don't know how to say it. I will not. Basically, he's saying that he will not advise any girl to date a broke boy like him. I said, but you are young. You're already on the path. He said no. Lie. And he was very firm in his stand that he needs to get money first before he start thinking of relationship. I say, well, Shere, that's my son. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Go get the money. Go get the money. Get money, you get respect. Yes. I shook his hand. I said, yes. You're my son. Lion, not a born goat. Anyway, so that's the story of the lady with who somebody wants to go and pay her bride price in Nigeria. Now let's move to the content creators who are doing passport wahala in the airports. Right. So when somebody shared this story with me for the first time, a lot of people shared it with me actually, and I said, "What's the story? What's the backstory?" Because she was saying that, "Oh, I wanted to do this." Okay, let me play the video for those. Some people may not have seen it, so I've got it here. They've done quite a lot of videos. I'm not sharing all of them. I don't have time for that. I'm just going to share the first video that started this whole conversation. They were in the airport, apparently in Lagos, Nigeria, having just arrived from a connecting flight coming from somewhere in Italy. Okay. And somebody, and you know why I suspected that these people were just full of BS. How is it that something is trending, but all your handles, all your social media handles are on it? Your IG is there, your Facebook is there, your TikTok is there, everything is there. So I was like, who is recording it? Why are their handles there? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. We normally say that it's in this part of the world, in the West, that women have more power. So why would she wait to Nigeria to come and deal with him? In Nigeria, it doesn't add up. You see, the problem is that a lot of people wanted this story to be true. You know how we said that, unfortunately, most people on social media these days don't think critically. They just consume so much material that everything they see, so many lies, skits, drama that people are acting, people will be sharing it as real life story, as if it happens. No, it's too much. Yeah. So this is it. Let me just play some of it and then we get on with the story and then I can take call.
Just come on. Come on. If you want to sleep there, you sleep there. Come on, go this Nigeria.
Wahala though. Wahala. Wahala. Bros, just take a easy. Just take a easy. No. That one doesn't. No talk, you be mad. You be mad. As no talk, you be okay.
Come and see comments. You can imagine what he has been through. He's been through so much. Imagine what this woman has done to him. Even on the connecting flight, she was acting drama. She was doing this, she was doing that. Yeah, that's the narrative. You see, I have a problem with people who try to fuel this narrative about how abroad marriages go, especially when you are doing it purposely for the sole purpose of monetization, for you to earn money. And I'm going to say something about that in a few minutes. It's so sad and it's shameful. It's embarrassing. I don't know how people can embarrass themselves like this, all because of what? How much? Meta coins, right? Or fame. I don't know what it is they're looking for. Obviously, they're looking for something. That's why they decided that, oh, what is the thing that makes a lot of people to react? It's about husband and wife, abroad marriage. So let's do this drama. So they finished practicing their script, gave the phone to their friend who was traveling with them to be recording. To be honest, I'm not sure the friend even knew, or maybe he knew. I don't know, because he took it very personal. Yeah, it was completely scripted, and a lot of people fell for it.
I should not talk there, okay. No, I say it be for side flight since.
I said since.
No, say it be side flight since.
So you need to do record now. If one want to know that one, I'm not saying that you care. Hey, let me tell you, now your own. Where did you want to Let that comment. Yes, comment. If you want to sleep there, you sleep there. Mama, go this Nigeria.
Voila, no. Voila. Voila. Bros, just take a easy. Just take a easy. No. That one don't do. That, no talk, you be mad. You be mad. As no talk, you be okay. As no talk, be okay. No, I say it be for side flight since. No, say it be side flight since.
So that was the drama there at the airport. Yeah, that was the drama there. And then subsequently, they were releasing different videos. When I saw the tags on the video, I went to check their page and I saw that they created content and they are not very good at it, if I may add. So I think they were looking for fame. They wanted to be famous and they decided to do something very drastic. It worked because it got a lot of people's attention. And again, because it's playing to this narrative about the abroad marriage. I saw a couple of their videos. They are trying to do skits. And unfortunately, the man is not a very good actor. He's not a very good actor. So you can say that they are forcing it. They are really forcing it. So they needed to do something that will make everybody talk about them. It worked. People are talking about them. We are talking about them. A lot of people have been talking about them. Adiola talked about them. Yeah, people talked about them. But again, it makes me really, really sad because this content creation of a thing, yeah, we talked about how it's making people go crazy a while ago. People are just going gaga because of meta monetization. But the only thing I have to say about it is that for you, the consumers that are watching videos, because people share these videos, they watch them, it distracts them from normal life, their problems and things like that. It's good. Watch. Yeah, internet is free. Abi, it's how do they say it? Unlimited in the abroad, right? So you can watch as many videos as you want. It's not like Nigeria that you'll be wary of your data or whatever. So yeah, but you know the story of the wolf. Somebody made an example of this in the group and said the story of the wolf apparently is a boy who was crying wolf. He was crying wolf, wolf, wolf. So every time he'll be crying wolf, people will come, trying to rescue him, and they will see that there's no wolf. He will cry again, oh, there's a wolf, oh, wolf, wolf, wolf. People will come and try to rescue him. There was no wolf. Eventually, when the wolf came and the boy was shouting, wolf, wolf, nobody answered again. And what happened? The wolf did his job. So that is just a simple analogy of what people are doing these days, Nigerians especially. People are just going mad. You have your kids there, you are in an international airport, and you are doing all this drama with your own life, with your own family. I mean, how desperate are you? I know they say that Italy is really difficult, there's no jobs, and things are really hard, but if you want to be a content creator, this is free advice for whether it's Jojoba family or Jojoba family, they call them. Look at how beautiful your kids are. And you are exposing them to this nonsense. They did it to the point that when the woman got to Nigeria, she started recording. And what she's been through in this marriage, what her eye has seen in this marriage. She ended up saying nothing. The man too recorded. He was narrating story. They were saying nothing. It was all to drive traffic. They even did one that I saw where I think it's the mother-in-law or I don't know, their family member, an elderly woman, they were recording right then in Benin or somewhere in Nigeria. I'm like, really? Really? So my advice to you who want to be a content creator is good. The internet and social media has given everybody a massive opportunity to be relevant. Yeah. However, if you go into content creation or content creating because of meta money, you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. You won't. You will try and you will just struggle, struggle, struggle. The thing that will make you succeed is knowing what you want to do and being passionate about it. Passion is what drives you. Yeah, it's not all this half baked drama that people are acting. I saw one when she was trying to act that the husband should wash clothes, went and poured water on his head and said, Kini gbogbo oshi buy, kini won se. What's all this nonsense? I know things are hard in Italy, really? Really? You want to do Big Brother? What are you doing? Reality TV. What is the positivity about what you're doing? You need to be able to bring value. What people are looking for is value. And that goes for everybody who's listening tonight. And you're thinking, oh, I want to go create content. I want to go to YouTube, Facebook, wherever. TikTok is hot. It's about value. Once you bring value, your tribe will find you. People that their values align with what you are saying will find you. Talking about DV was not an easy thing to do. It wasn't easy because it's something that is like an enchanted waters. It's difficult. These are conversations that people do want to speak about. Nobody wants to talk about them. We just want to hide. We pretend all is well. Then one woman, just one woman came, and I will never forget that woman. Realities around you, Jessica. Her real name is Jessica. Came on this show and exploded talking about narcissism and narcissistic behavior, her own experience. And it was like a floodgate was open. When I recall now, those live streams, 3 years ago, we did the story of Victory, who said she brought her husband to Ireland and all that. It's been long. So what am I saying? If you want to create content and you are thinking of, oh, how am I going to get people to watch? You don't need to make yourself an object of ridicule on social media to get that done. Okay? You just need to think about what you are passionate about. What is important to you? And then start and be talking about it. Because the only thing that can drive you is passion. Every other thing, you will soon get tired. You soon get tired. OJ said they should be fined for wasting people's time. Yeah, I know. People were saying they should arrest them. They should do this. Even the video that the husband was saying that they're apologizing to immigration. Everything is fake. It's all acting. There's too much nonsense on the internet. It's up to you, the consumer, to, you set your algorithms to bring to you what you watch by what you've been watching. If they suggest something to you that does not align to you, you just reject it. And then it won't come again. If you reject it 3-4 times, they're not going to suggest such nonsense to you again. But people are feeding on a lot of nonsense. I'm thinking in my mind that the smarter the computer or phones, the people that are developing these iPhones and Androids, the technologies are getting smarter. Unfortunately, human beings are getting dumber. I'm sorry. I don't know whether there's a word like that, but permit me to use it. Yeah, they are just getting dumb and dumb and dumb and dumb. Don't use something that is so convoluted. It's controversial in a way that a particular gender is always being held accountable and held responsible for why these marriages are failing. If you have a good marriage, don't start acting drama about that, because this is people's reality. People are actually going through this. I don't think it's in good taste. Content, someone can argue and say content is content, but there are some content that is just in very bad taste. Yeah, so let's just be guided. You are the consumer, so you can choose, what you want to consume. Yeah. Be very, very careful. I was talking about divorces the other day and how some divorces, please give us a thumbs up. And if you want to contribute to any of the stories that I've shared, come into the studio. I will tell you this story before I take calls. Marriages are really, really hard work. Relationships, especially in the abroad, because of the way the system is set up here. Okay, the system is not to navigate it for us who are immigrants. It takes the grace of God and a lot of learning and unlearning to be able to cohabit or coexist in a union. It's not easy because most of our women are not raised to come and be paying bills. If we were living in Nigeria, I'll probably not pay a single bill. I won't. I'm married. Why should I be paying bills? But can you bring that mindset to your marriage abroad? No, you can't. You know you can't. So you got to pay. You got to support your husband. You got to do more than, just being a wife. You got to bring in some sort of financial support so that the family can be stable. Also, the other way around, most of our brothers were not raised to be doing domestic chores. They were raised, some of my brothers don't know how to boil water. They don't know how to boil water. They put kettle on the fire and boil water. I never see them do that. And growing up, they never. Because our parents did not raise them to be domesticated. They were raised to be men. And what a man does is to work and provide for the family. The woman is the one that does the childbearing, child rearing, child housekeeping, whatever that comes with it. So a man like that, with the mindset of, I'm a man, come abroad, you come and tell him, boil water or make food or clean the house or even school runs. He will say, I'm helping you to look after your children. That men say that. Have you heard that before? In the abroad, they will say, because I'm helping you. They say they are doing childcare. They are doing childcare for their own children. For you to understand it, you need to understand the cultural, aspect of it. Why some men will say it that way. Because they weren't raised for those roles. But Obodo is a leveler. Everybody comes here, you go humble. It's either you humble and learn, or you humble and you're out. One way or the other, you go humble, you go learn. My Cameroonian friend will always say, Bridgie, you go learn. This Obodo Igbo, everybody go learn. So what am I saying? Relationships are very, very complex. It takes the grace of God. It takes a lot of patience on learning, understanding, relearning, humility to make it work. So the story of the divorce I wanted to tell you, I tried to tell you this story the other day. We didn't get to it where Man of Prestige was here. This woman was married to her husband. I don't know what happened. It's usually around, give us a thumbs up, guys. It's usually around nurses for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of the stories are usually around nurses. I don't know why. Maybe because it's one of the most common profession that a lot of our people do. She's a nurse, came here, and she started having problems with her husband. The problems that they had were serious problems. And it was again around the issue of who is going to leave the house when the marriage is not working anymore. Okay, women, there are children, they will call police and they will tell the man, leave the house. Okay, Obodo police, most times they don't ask any questions, whether is your house or whether you bought it before you married her. It doesn't matter. As long as that you have children, the well-being of the children is paramount. They will just tell the man to leave. Some men cannot deal with that. They cannot. And that's why you see from time to time, I always talk about, this fighting over property. I don't like it because lives have been lost. I know I'm digressing, but I'm going somewhere, please. So this couple started this wahala of house matter. They were fighting and 3 children involved. The mother was here. The wife's mother was here. And it seems like the mother, usually when they're having issues, parents should be able to, mend fences and settle them, but this one couldn't. I don't know. They said she was even adding to the fire. That's the wife's mother. She was even gingering the wife to deal with the husband properly. As much as I want to support women, yeah, some women do take advantage of the system in the West to really, they go all out. Like, all gloves are off, and I really want to deal with you. I don't know how people do that. I don't know. I can't understand it. They really want to deal with their exes. And I'm wondering, yeah, they hurt you, they did something you didn't like, but there was once upon a time you loved this person. So I always encourage women, be careful when you are taking advice from other people who are hurt and they are teaching you how to hurt your ex or the person that you are divorcing. Be careful. They were fighting. When I talk about fight, this fight was bad. It was really bad. They were in court. What are they fighting for? Property. They were fighting over property. And the man had been outside of the house, obviously, because they are separated now. They are going through the divorce. They are in court. And one day, the woman was unwell. And then she went to the hospital for a checkup because I think she's been overworking herself. Again, the danger of overworking. Working. We are looking for money, but sometimes wisdom is profitable to direct. My people, from nowhere, this woman was diagnosed with cancer. They say she has whether 3 weeks to live or 1 month to live. It's a true life story, I'm telling you. Hmm. Like joke, that they admitted her. They admitted her before you know. She didn't make it though. She peme. Like she deleted. When the mother found out what had happened to the daughter, the minute they told the mother at home, remember the mother is the one looking after the children now because she was ill and in hospital. See, anything that has to do with fighting over property or what you because as much as if you work for something, you don't want it to be taken away from you. But I believe in being fair. And that's why when Man of Prestige was saying the other day, all is fair in war, in love and war, I said no. Even in war, there are rules of engagement. There are some things that you cannot do in war. You can't. So talk of love. I don't believe that all is fair. Anyway, to cut a long story short, because I want to take calls, my people, the mother too, once the daughter Akpeme, Mama, they just called and told Mama that daughter Akpeme, Mama just dropped and Akpeme too. You don't know the meaning of Akpeme? Delete is Akpeme. Mother deleted, wife deleted. And now here is the irony of the story, why I don't believe in fighting over property. Everybody should just be fair. Chinye, I know that is a metaphor, but what does it mean? What does it mean? It's a metaphor, yeah. What does it mean? What's the meaning of that metaphor? Chinye, Oloyinbo, tell me the meaning of all is fair in love and war. Guess what happened? The woman deleted, the mother deleted, leaving 3 children. The same man that was in court fighting tooth and nail over property matter was the one that was left to do the burial and to look after the children. Where did he go back to? He went back to the same property they were fighting over. Let us be very, very careful. When people are inciting you and advising you against your spouse or your ex-spouse, be careful. Do you know that in this country, I don't know about America, but in the UK, do you know that if you are married to someone and you are divorced or separated, let me explain it to you the way I understand it. I didn't know this before. I like to share knowledge. If you are married to someone and you got divorced and anything happens to you that you don't have a will, That property that you think you have will go to your ex-husband. Yes, especially if you are not divorced yet, if you are not legally, you are separated. You know how our people will be separated for years. They are not living together. You now move on. You go and buy property. You go and do. Even if you are divorced, that ex-partner can put a claim on that property, except you have a will. There's no time to tell you stories. I would have told you another story about a woman too that left a marriage and went ahead to educate herself, went to school, started working. Has one child, and eventually she got sick and deleted. Is the ex-husband. As long as he's not remarried, he has a claim. Is the ex-husband inherited the property. A lot of our people don't write will. They no want to buy me. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about will? Oh my God. Yeah. So when you see all these people trying to do content and creating, because there's too many stories around diaspora marriages, so you don't want to join the bandwagon by creating false narrative just to propel that same story. I don't think it's nice. It's in poor taste. There's no honor in that. Yeah. It's not ethical. It's not ethical. Yeah. So give us a thumbs up. I'm going to take calls now. You can decide to talk about both situations, or the one of the virgin girl who wants to marry a farmer in Nigeria, or the content creator one. Anyone is fine. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, welcome, ST. Hey, how are you?
Auntie B of the Most High, how are you?
I'm good. You are the only one that calls me that.
How are you
Welcome.
doing?
I'm
It's
good,
been
my
a while.
love.
I've not called ever since you visited Houston.
Yes, so what happened?
I mean, it's work and
Well,
business.
yeah, it is well.
All right, let's talk about this lady.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like you said, since the Garden of Eden, right?
Yeah,
God has stopped giving wife to people already
Benny,
made.
Lágbára
Because
Jésù.
when he asked Adam, why did you do this? The Adam said, excuse me, sir. Did I request for a woman? Were you not the one that made me sleep and give me this woman that put me in trouble? So since that time, God said, whosoever find, so you have to find.
Mm-hmm.
So this narrative that God showed, he was even married before, but life happened, right?
Yeah.
So that lady shouldn't go with that type of narrative. Then I would say this lady should be patient. I have a sister in my church, and so one of my husband's cousin, I would say this. I mean, it should be over 50. He's in Nigeria, and so we're like, okay, let's do matchmaking, and they exchange number. This lady has not even said yes to my in-law. My in-law was
Mm-hmm.
asking her, will you bring me to America? And the
Mm-hmm.
lady told me, like, is it the America that is the first thing? But I told the lady, I said, the fact that people connect you to someone doesn't mean you have to go with that relationship. You
Yeah.
have to open your eyes. Does this person meet my, because when I wanted to marry, this man must be this man must be that. Does it fit into your itinerary? Maybe I should use the itinerary. But because I introduced you, doesn't mean you should go along. So that lady should take it easy. But I'm thinking they were looking for a way to bring him over to the wherever she lives. But with 3 children, come on, even if you have the 3 children by yourself, it's not easy. How much
Mm.
more the 3 children coming from another woman? And the fact that the man doesn't even have anything. There is
So
no hard work,
yeah,
there is no education.
I say the mistake that people make when they introduce them to people is that they believe that, oh, since I know this person who is
No,
introducing me, then that person that they're introducing me to must be a good person.
no,
That's
no.
a
You still
that's
have
a
to open your
big
eyes.
mistake. Yeah.
You still have to see, like, does this person, are we compatible? Because you always talk about compatibility. What is your identity? You know?
Yeah.
So you still want to see, is this person compatible? If you are educated, are you able to stay with an somebody? You know what I mean? Can you hear me?
Somebody, yeah, you cut out a little bit there. Somebody who did
Yeah.
what?
So what I'm saying is, even though somebody is matchmaking you guys, you still need to open your eyes
Absolutely.
and see that, is this person compatible with me?
I
Okay, this
mean,
person did not go to school. I have masters. Can I marry somebody that did not go to school?
yeah,
Because marriage is about compatibility, even with age.
yeah.
That's why you always talk about 60 years old man that go and marry 30 years old. There will be problem,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there must be compatibility. So, and that lady told me, that lady too, she's 44. She said, Auntie, let me tell you, I'm 44, but I know what I wanted and I am not in hurry. Man, that lady got another respect from me. Like, really? 44 years old? She told me that that guy is not the type of man she's be praying for. And that was the end of the rubbish.
Hmm.
But because of that, I didn't take an offense, because if I were to be in her shoe, I would do the same. So it's better to stay later, get the right person and enjoy the marriage than to go and just put yourself in a problem.
So, can you know somebody from dating them over the phone?
Absolutely not. The one you see face to face, you are still using Psalm 23. How much more the one you have not even seen, Auntie B?
You say you're still using Psalm 23. You're using Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not
Yes.
want.
So
Eh,
they still need to meet regardless. I don't want that lady to be desperate. I understand she's old, she's getting old. I have an auntie that a friend married at 52, and she
mm.
married another brand new guy at 54.
Yeah, I think when women that age start getting the reason why mostly they start getting desperate is because of conception and being able to have children. So what I started advising women, if you can't find someone when you are going into your late 30s, I
Go and
hear it
freeze
costs
your
a lot of
eggs.
money. Go and free your eggs. I
That's
know a
it.
young lady that did it in America. She told me she paid 20 grand for it,
Yeah,
but it's worth it.
it's
It's
worth it.
better for you to use 20 grand to freeze your eggs than to
Mm-hmm.
use it to buy a new car.
And when the
Because
man comes, the baby will be ready. Like that, those
yeah,
older couple, the first one they did, they had triplets,
yeah. When you
and that
freeze
was
your
it.
eggs, then you can have babies anytime, even
Yeah,
when you've reached menopause, because menopause simply means that you are not able to, produce your eggs anymore. That's what it means.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And that would be my advice. Then, secondly, those Nikampu couple. When people were saying they are content creator, I told my husband, I said, these people, they are not coming from UK. I said they are not coming from America. I said no American, no American will ever do this. I said they must be coming from one Kwanshoko country, from somewhere. So I'm not even surprised.
One
I'm not even
shocker.
surprised. Like you said, when you follow people on social media, if you can't add values to me, I don't follow just anybody. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You
Hmm.
must be able to add value to me, you know. So when they say they are doing content creator and you tore your husband passport in the presence of your children,
I think it's
what
an
kind
old
of a
passport.
mother are you?
I think it's an expired passport.
Regardless, Auntie B, that's doing
Mm.
a wrong thing. If one of the children, if you know, I mean, that boy was scared.
Even the quarreling, the way she was quarreling. You think children know that it's acting when you are quarreling in public like that,
They don't even know.
yelling at the man, and the man too mumu stood there. You
So
see,
if you want to do content creator, do something positive, like you said, something that had value. I still want the Nigerian immigration to not let them get out or get in or wherever they are going, because they need to make them a scapegoat.
okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much, ST.
Thank you,
Thoroughly
Auntie B.
enjoy. You spoke some words I've not heard in a long time. Kwashoko. I've not heard kwashoko in a very, very long time. Thank you so much, my darling sis. I appreciate you. God bless you. Yeah, it was very distressing for the kids. Absolutely distressing. Because children don't understand. They were confused. And the children are so beautiful. So beautiful children. And these Agbayas were just embarrassing themselves there. Eh? Oh my God. It is well, oh. Uncle, I think you better go and find something else to do. This content creator might not be for you because you just embarrass your family. Or because you want to trend. Somebody said in their post that with everything they did, they are still not trend. Everything they did, they are still their page still never blow. So what's the point of embarrassing yourself? I must blow. It is well. Social media is not for everybody. That's what you must know. It's not for everybody. You need to have the charisma for it. You need to have the intelligence for it. If you don't even know how to talk, you think all this talking that you do here, you think it's easy? You need to have some sort of, you can't even talk. To talk, to do skits, you think it's easy to do. Even the people that do funny skits, you think it's easy. That Mr. Macaroni will do skit all the time, we will laugh. It's a certain kind of skill to write materials. And it's not just writing it, acting it. You can get people to write for you, but can you act? Do you know how to act? Nonsense and ingredients. Natu, welcome, darling. How are you?
Auntie B, I'm well. I feel this reminds you of that woman that came and lied and said, what was the lie that she even made about her husband? And she now came and started making video and was begging that she made them deport her husband. Do you remember that woman?
Oh
That
yeah,
said,
yeah. The ones that went to
yeah,
Nigeria and
yeah,
those some 200 creator came and brought one woman who's never been to England, and she
yeah, they said
started
that,
talking about. I say when I watch it, I say this
yeah,
one
she
not
said
come
she
UK
got
before,
peer
so
visa.
she couldn't
I know,
pronounce the names of some certain places in the UK.
places,
She had no
yeah,
idea about how the country works. I was like,
yeah.
and I lie, and I lie.
I like me, I thought because they were trying to avoid immigration because when you travel a lot, you do a lot of things. Me, I used to work with a band. This is that you wrap around your hand as if you have like something is wrong with your hand. I used to put it in my bag when I'm traveling. When I get to the airport, I wrap my hand around it. So when immigration see me, they say, what do you call that thing that you wrap your hand when you have like maybe
Bandage?
your hand is yes bandage, those big ones. Oh,
Why?
I used to
Why do you do
I used
that?
to travel because I don't want immigration to stop me. So I
They
just
don't
act
stop
like
people that have bandages.
no, they just say no. They say "Ah, what happened? What happened if you do your hand? You just make
For
up one story like
Nigeria, in
yes,
Nigeria.
yeah, yeah. So when
Mm.
I saw that, that was what I thought they were trying to do. But
Right.
then again, I thought because the passport is not even the person's property, it's the government's property, they're not allowed to do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
this thing does not happen. It's probably an expired passport, like you said.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so when people started talking and their video came out, I said, yeah, it was just too good to be true. It was
Yeah.
just too good to
It's
be
the
true.
tags. They put a lot of tags on the video. If you want to go viral next time, you see, it's their level
I noticed
of
that
intelligence.
too. I noticed that too. I'm
They're
like,
putting
what's up with
they're
this
putting
tag?
their page for people to follow them.
Yes, I noticed that too. It didn't make sense.
Nigerians cost them when we're on top of those tags where they put.
It did not make sense at
If you
all.
want to go viral, don't put your tag there.
Yeah.
If you want people to
You-
even believe, you put all
because
the
Nigerians will look for you. Nigerians will dig your
they will
page in two
find you out.
seconds.
Ah,
Ah, they will dig your page in two
anything
seconds.
Nigerians can find it. If
Yep.
it's their moon, they will bring it out.
2 seconds, everywhere will just burst. So
Oh
it was
my god.
just crazy. And this last
Mm.
sister that spoke, right? She said something very profound about that single auntie. She said the fact that I introduced you to somebody does not mean that you have to go with the person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so if I say okay, these people are hiring, I know they are good, doesn't mean that if you go there you get the same treatment. You might know somebody as a brother, but you don't know the person as a lover.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So people
Yeah.
coming to be yeah. So when you say, oh, he's my brother, you know, doesn't have problem. Have you lived with him before as a lover? It's not the same thing. They are
Yeah.
two different things. They are
Absolutely.
two different things. And me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just coming to talk to her, somebody that's married from home, and I have like a cluster of my friends that do the same. Some are lucky, some were not. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm.
So the thing that I posted on your page, like you have to open your eyes. Sometimes, especially with this age thing, they will try to use it to manipulate people. Do you understand? And she shouldn't put pressure on herself. All these I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. You both are still dating, are not even married. Draw the damn line.
Yeah,
and
I
start
don't like
arguing.
that too. I'm scared. She
Because if
said
you're
I'm scared
married,
so
it's,
many
yeah,
times. I'm scared. I'm
if you're
scared.
married, it's
If you're a
different. You'll
grown
be
woman, what are
calculating.
you scared for? This is your life. I don't
That,
know.
that, anything. Draw the damn line, like worrying yourself about. So she shouldn't, she should check. She should visit a couple of times to be sure that's what she wants to do. We'll not tell you not to do. But our advice is that you want to be sure this is what you want to do. Travel a couple of times to go see him to make sure that you're not going to be shouldering everything by yourself. Because at the end of the day, that thing, it will burn you out. It will really burn you out. So, and then
Mm,
the education part, when they say marrying in your somebody within your range,
mm,
until they come. And people used to say, oh, when I come to America, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. It's not the same. By the
mm,
time they come and start working and see that
mm.
that work is not like the work that we do at home, we go to office and we just sit
Ha.
there and not do anything. No,
Mm.
if you are working, you see, they take picture of you, next thing they fire you.
Let me make you laugh about the work thing. So my son has been saying he wants to work. He wants a summer job. All my friends are working. I want to. I say, don't work. What do you need work for? Hey, I want to make my own money. I don't want to be depending on the allowances you are giving me. I want to. I say, you don't. Are you sure you want to work? He's 17 years old, my baby. I say, are you sure you want to work? He said, Mama, I want to work. I want to work. As God will have it. One of our church members hooked him up with a really nice job in retail. Me, in my mind, I'm laughing
If
because
they
I
don't
know
do, I'm
that
going to say, no, they do.
I was laughing. He was so excited to start. At least now I'm going to make my own money. I said, don't worry. By the time he went 1 week, I said, how far would you work? He said, Mom, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. They make me stand for 4 hours. I said, and this boy,
He was not informed.
he has no respect for money. He can blow any money you give him like this. He's never, what he likes to do is to eat, buy food. You should check his bank account. It's Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Uber Eats. I said, this
You
boy.
see, huh?
So when he finished 1 week, I said, how far now? How's the work? How you enjoying? He said, "Mama, I just want to sleep. I'm tired." I said,
You
only
didn't see
doing
anything.
3 days, only 3 days a week. I said 4 hours, 3 days a week. I said, imagine doing 8 hours, 5 days or 6 days a week. So, is it easy to make money? He couldn't talk. He shook his head. He said, no.
No,
I said, now you have respect for money. When you earn money, now you respect it. You know, it's easy to spend another person's money. If it's mommy and daddy's bank, you'll be spending in yafu yafu. Now that is your own money. Let's see how you are going to be doing delivery and Uber Eats every second. Oh yeah, I just needed to chip in that about the work thing, the work culture that you're saying that people coming from Nigeria don't know what it means here to go to work. Like we do, we know. Yeah,
no, they don't.
yeah. Who's shouting there? Natu. Okay, Madam Prestige, welcome.
It's my
Natu, who
neighbor.
is shouting in your background? You have
It's
your
my
network, right?
neighbor.
Your
No, it's my
neighbor.
neighbor. Yeah.
Okay, go and attend to him then. Thank you, my dear.
Um, yes. Oh, and the
Maybe.
last thing I wanted to say is that understanding, communication skills and
Not to go take care of the baby, whoever that was.
Natu is busy with the neighbor. Okay, we'll free you, Natu.
Oh,
Welcome,
gotcha.
Ola. How are
How are you,
you?
Auntie B?
I'm good though. Tojo Meta, are you okay?
Oh, God, I'm fine, oh. Ẹ máa rọra o.
Kí ni mo ṣe? Kí mo
Ẹ
ti ṣe
rọra máa
báyìí?
gbẹ́sẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn bọ̀ lẹ́yìn o. Ẹ jẹ́ fún wọn ní àyè díẹ̀ kan jẹ́ kán shine náà díẹ̀. Let
Èmi tí
them
mo put
shine a
on,
little bit.
I don't even put on my camera. I just felt like putting camera. I've not put camera on in a long time. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe?
You should do
It's
more of
summer
it. You
now.
look good, Auntie B.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ola. I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you. You see, all of you, 500 people have been here. You didn't compliment me since, so.
Hit the like
Now,
button.
Ola
Hit the
is
like
coming to
button.
compliment me. You see? Oshejare, thank you very much.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Not too much, oh. I mean, what intrigued me to call in is this content creation people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because either we
Yeah.
like it or not, it's very related to the topics we cover here too. They are misguiding a lot of people.
Exactly.
And
That's
to be,
why it's
my
so
email
annoying.
inbox is getting flooded up.
Yeah. Why?
These stories, especially starting with the silent treatment, since we did that silent treatment stuff. Then we did the Kerry Wireless one, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people struggling, and a lot of people have been basically living in misery,
I
just
think that Kerry
sugarcoating.
Wireless one really opened a lot of a can of worms. Some
It
people are
did.
still not talking, but a lot of people are talking.
A lot of people are not talking. They're not talking.
I never realized that there's so much Kerry Wireless marriages.
Yeah, so I covered that topic about 2 years ago on the Lola and Ola channel. That's when we first covered it. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. A lot of, as you can imagine, it's something that, people are not too, they're ashamed to talk about, from any of the sides,
Yeah.
They're ashamed to talk. It creates very awkward vibe when people want to talk about it. They only want to talk about it when they're talking about it.
Or when they're talking about other people.
When they're talking about it, you should talk about it. You should talk about these things. But then when it's real life, I think a lot of people just freeze.
Wow.
And then a lot of people are afraid of being shamed by their partner, or they are afraid. People shut down. People are just shutting down everywhere. So we need to keep encouraging them. So it's because of this content creation stuff, because it was one of the most popular topics in this content creation stuff is relationships.
Yeah.
A lot of the skits are around relationships.
Yeah. Bad relationships.
The worst of them. The worst stories.
Yeah.
The extremes.
Yeah.
In the beginning you said you were tired of talking about DV. I want to encourage you, keep talking, but we need to balance it, me. I like Dami's idea. Q&As are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
people can
they said
talk.
the stress of the Western world weakened Bola.
It's everywhere. But yeah, Western world has its own. So the Western world has its own version of the problem. A lot of people are jobless in Nigeria. So because of that environment, but here people are out busy working all day. They are gone all day, and then you come back, and then they expect you to still be able to perform,
Yeah.
either
Stress.
emotionally
There's a lot
or
of stress. Yeah, no,
it's
there's
stressful.
stress everywhere in the world, but I don't know. For me, there's just something about, being in Africa, no matter what you're going through, there's a way that you can diffuse the stress that people have. Here,
Yeah,
I feel like we retain the stress more in the West.
yeah,
Maybe because of the
yeah,
closed environment that we live in.
yeah. It
Because
looks good on the surface here.
yeah, I mean, back home we live in open environments where there are so many things that can take that stress or reduce the stress levels that people are feeling. But
Yeah,
here, it's too much. It's too
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, a lot of
yeah,
people are dealing with that. Sometimes I'll talk to some of my friends. Some of them are still below 40, and everybody is on some kind of blood pressure medicine.
yeah.
So,
It's stress. It's stress.
and then they will tell you they've been on it for 10 years. I'm like, wait, what?
Remember, we're not just living for ourselves alone. We're also living for our families back home. Black
In
tax.
Nigeria.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Stephanie, thank you so much for that super chat, my darling.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Stephanie.
you. God
Yeah.
bless you, love. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanted to say something about the couple. What in respect to the content that they created about obodooyinbo marriages, right?
Right. So the couple went viral because they hit a nerve. It's because a lot of people can relate. That
Yeah.
any viral that tends to go viral, even if it's fake, is because a lot of people can relate it to one small aspect of the story. So for example, a lot of people are going through a lot. We've said that already, right? And a lot of people they don't speak up, and then by the time they speak up, it's an outburst, like
Yeah.
something similar to that.
Yeah.
So the story was like, okay, she was already yelling inside of the plane and all this kind of stuff, and people are busy focused on she broke the law. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. The lesson there is that people might break laws if they have an outburst of bottled up issues from years upon years upon years. They might break law. Even the extreme, we've talked about that now, to be stories we've covered here of people that committed the ultimate, like by somebody because they had an outburst.
Yeah.
Right? So at that point, it's too late, right? Obviously, they committed a crime. They're going to go to jail. But we don't talk about everything that leads to that kind of space. We rather just focus on that area and just say, you should have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You're right. They shouldn't have done that. Absolutely, I agree.
I posted something on my Insta story. I'm sure you saw it, Ola, where I was talking about how we, as part of emotional intelligence, is learning how to regulate our emotions
Yes.
so that we can manage traumatic situations like that. Because when it gets to a point where you cannot regulate your emotions, and breaking law is small thing. We are talking about spying people. You are talking of breaking law. Who
Yeah.
cares about breaking laws when you are
Exactly.
breaking something that you cannot even manage?
Exactly.
Reacting on those emotions without regulating them can be catastrophic.
So 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 everything is double-edged sword, right? There's the person that lost control of their emotions, right? But then there's the person who is surprised, like I didn't know that this person is dealing with a lot of this. By the time they start talking, so I have clients that will be like, speak up, like say something, like why are you just, or they might say things like you're starting fights where there's no fight. Because they are only dealing with this moment, and a lot of people have resentment for as far back as years.
That's women. That's my gender.
Mostly women.
I can
Yeah.
raise my hand up for that. We
Yeah.
are very good at that. We
Mostly
can
women.
keep we can
Yeah.
keep resentment for years. Yeah, we are good at that.
Exactly. So when you're talking to a man about resentment that was kept for years, he's completely flabbergasted and like, what are you talking about? We resolved, or you might say we've resolved that. Why are you bringing that up again? So me, I'm like, you thought it was resolved. Clearly, it wasn't resolved.
While are they saying something here that this couple here that they only create toxic content? Is it that people relate more with the toxicity of the content, or is that what strikes a nerve, like you said, that it touches a nerve? Why can't, if they are happy in their marriage, why can't they just create something that is enjoyable, that is fun and loving? Is it that people are not going to relate with that? It's not controversial enough.
It's not controversial enough, and to be, you and I know this business.
Yes, I
Uma,
know.
I use Agidi or my good content. I'm like, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not talking about UL Edoche today. I
Yes.
refuse to talk about UL. Okay.
People want to see controversy. They want to see that somebody, something bad happened.
Yes, they want because when you cover when somebody's story is fully controversial, right? There's more than enough people too that will find one small area where they can relate. Once they find one negative angle where they can relate, they engage that story all the way through. So it's watch time for us, right? Even though it's only one small area where they can relate to, they are hoping that another thing will hit, so they stay glued to it, right? And that goes viral, and that invites more audience. That's just sadly how it works.
People are looking for something that they can connect with, even if it's pain. Somebody that can relate to their pain, they want it.
And it's mostly
I told
pain.
you,
It's mostly pain.
this is what is happening to me in my
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
You see, if you had the content, the initial video that I played, and the guy that was recording it was saying, I saw all these Italy women they do. That's
Exactly.
all these Italy women they do. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
He kept saying that all these women, that's all that they do. You know, that's a narrative.
Yep. So if he says that, enough more men will come in, and then he can build an audience of men. Just like that. And of course, they might not be able to relate all the way, but that small pain is that powerful, right? That small angle of pain is something that they can relate with. Now, pain is not all the way negative in the grand scheme of life, because no pain, no gain, Abby. But yes, when you engage pain and that's all you want to see, you're a walking red flag. Because that's all you want to see. Even if it's not there, you're suspecting that it might be there, it might be there, it might be there. You're attracting it. It's your reality. It's basically what occupies your brain. So this content creating thing, I don't know how far we're going to take it, because me and you can only go so far in terms of positive content, right? All we can do is tell people to, if you know a platform where they're speaking positive and they are continue to engage, continue to share, because I'm telling you, they don't need to do that with negative content. It just goes viral by itself.
And you know the thing that is so distressing about this negative content, I can hear Tammy saying there that she's so sick and tired of the negative content. So when we have stories whereby we share, at the end of the day, there's some learning in it, right?
Yes.
If it's a human story that is real, So there will be some pain in it, but there will be some learning and ultimately some resolution in terms of tools that we can give the person on how to navigate this situation, what to do,
Yeah.
because you are trying to help.
And to me,
But
you do that very well. Those other platforms, they don't care. They don't care.
it's all about the
Yeah, and
cost.
to me, you're very quick to say, okay, so what are the lessons? In fact, sometimes you shut down some of these, some of the people that are calling because you're like, okay, it's going,
Because if you keep talking about the problem, we will never get solutions.
yeah,
I like to talk about, so we can't avoid the problem. We'll talk about it, but me
yeah,
like your matter tomorrow. Like
Benny,
you keep talking about the problem. What is the
yeah,
solution, uncle? Tell me the
yes,
solution.
yes. Most people are good at spelling out the problem. Problems are opportunities. Problems are absolutely opportunities. Excuses are opportunities. But a lot of time they just stay being potential opportunities because most people just focus on because there's a sweetness, there's a familiar sweetness to just wallowing in pain and to be because it gives you like temporary feeling, but when you start to notice that on the third day you wake up and you still feel the pain, that's when you start paying attention that okay, when is this going to end, right? And some people will just enjoy wallowing in it as long as they have enough attention, other people that relate with them. Misery loves company.
Yeah.
If they have enough people that can relate with them, it kind of like soothes it relieves it temporarily, and then another day before you realize it, you're inside 8 years of Kiriwale's marriage now, just like that.
So the problem of living in that situation and just, living in that pain is that you're not going to get out of it if you don't look for tools that can help you
Yes,
to climb out of that, that pit that you are in. You need to be able to get out of it. It's okay for you to
yes,
dwell on it, like you said. Some pain is good. So
yes.
you can dwell on it, but
Pain is an opportunity.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't be in pain forever.
Not forever. Not forever. I think I was the one that brought your awareness to the red pill community here.
Yes.
There's something called the red pill rage. That's when they get stuck in just all the rhetorics, or they repeat the points to themselves. Some of them are in it. And then some of them, a percentage of them will wake up 3 years later and say, wait, what have I done with my life? And then some people actually get stuck in it, that they just keep repeating those same things to themselves. This same issue, it's called the red pill rage. Same thing. They're angry. They have valid reasons why they're angry. They have valid emotions, but they're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Yeah, because it's okay to have someone to validate your pain
Yeah.
or to connect to your pain for a while, but you can't dwell there forever. There's no healing in that. There's no progress in that.
You
Yeah.
can't. Yeah. So the direct result of that, Auntie B, is these content creators. They see the numbers. They know what content is going up. Right? They have a whole studio where they see all the numbers and which video gets more engagement. And it's not just the views. So they see the watch hours. They see how many likes. They see how many comments. Right? Because so many people are in pain. You know. So yes, we should address all these problems, all the pain points, but you should also make it a point for yourself as an individual that I must solve this problem. Because when you solve the problem, you also become extremely valuable to other people. You get to share the solution with other people. You get to share the knowledge, the wisdom of knowing the difference between the pain point and then being able to engage solution. You become more valuable into our world. And I'm talking about not just because all these content creators, one day they're going to get shut down, because regulation will come. Because if you see Mark Zuckerberg going to the Capitol Hill all the time, the government are inviting him because he's responsible.
Osato said I'm not controversial enough. That's why I'm still at 96K.
No, you're not.
Controversial.
Auntie B, if you go toxic,
I'm too old for that.
this thing will go viral.
My love, I'm too old now.
All you have to say is, you see all these men now saying that you are dragging them. Just say, you know what? All men has come. Do your worst.
Then I'll get people to subscribe. I would rather leave social media. I'm not only J.
God forbid bad thing. God forbid bad thing.
What am
It's
I
not
doing?
worth it. It's not worth it, Auntie B.
At my age, what am I?
And speaking of the content creators themselves, it's never enough for them.
Please.
They keep chasing. You know the story of Markangel from 2-3 weeks ago.
What happened to him?
He's being accused of potentially the little girl that was dancing on Instagram the other time. She's also Emanuela. Yeah, there's one of his partners that came out and say he's stealing money. He didn't pay them back. He started it. I forgot his name now. Daniel something. But anyway, that one is accusing that they might be doing something crazy to a few girls in their house there. So my point I'm saying there, I don't know. What I'm saying is that all this money, when you're getting all this money and you don't know what to do with it, or you're not prepared for that amount of attention or money, it gets in people's head. Eventually, they're going to hurt enough people. Eventually, the government is going to have to come in and regulate. And then one day they will be like, okay, there's no more money. Then we're going to have a bunch of jobless people in the streets. It's happened over and over again if you look at history of time, you know. It's happening in every industry. It's called deregulation. They will start, or they centralize, and it just messes up the marketplace. So if you want to have something, if you're a content creator, you want to have something that's sustainable over time, I won't argue. Let me be honest. As a content creator, we clickbait, right? We create titles that will get people to come and say, but just make sure that overall the intrinsic value you're bringing is positive. It's net positive.
Yeah, I mean, do people like this couple, did they ever think about value? Did they think about
with the children? I saw you mention the children. With the children already in the face.
Value? What are you doing?
It's that blog Nigeria has to be blurring the face of their babies for them. Imagine parenting.
Children. You want to damage them because of your stupid content? Are you okay? This is, for me, if they were in this part of the world, we will start putting on some investigation to investigate them about all this toxicity around children. When they take their children now, they start crying that Italian government took my children. Italian government took my children, but you are acting stupid.
Yeah. So they are from Italy. That's where they were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Italy.
They're from Italy.
Nigerian people say Italy.
Italy. They're from Italy.
Okay.
Italy.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Toxic, negative. We all gravitate more towards those things. So we have to put in extra effort, be intentional in making sure that you're feeding yourself with positive.
Even if her wife does not know better, because the way I see that the woman's face, she looks like a troublemaker in real life.
She did a follow-up video now, following the story. You didn't see it, where she was like, you didn't know what I went through.
She's done so many follow-ups. Even if she doesn't know better, does the husband not know better? Does he call himself a leader? When you allow yourself to be doing that nonsense because of what? Social media.
I've heard it's a lot of money for them. So they said the TikTok money is big money. So everybody's trying to get that big money, you know. The 50 series stories
of the who the F did I marry?
Risatisa. Risatisa.
It's still trendy.
There's a few people try to copy it.
No way.
Auntie B.
Dami said that we've not seen anything. That monetization. What did Dami say? Dami was saying that there's something going to happen that's going to get worse.
Is Dami in Nigeria?
Dami is in Canada.
Oh, okay. She said, okay, she's just saying we have no jobs in Africa.
Yeah, so we're just getting started. We haven't seen anything yet, especially since Facebook became monetized.
Yeah.
Monetizable in Nigeria and Ghana with eligibility starting in June 2024. Okay, so the craziness is about to get worse.
Yes. Have you seen Mohbad's sister-in-law going after her own sister?
My goodness. That is another level of toxicity I've never seen in my life or life.
And to me, we're talking about UL here. UL actually lost a whole son in the middle of this nonsense. Because of attention.
Attention or money?
Attention is like drug. Both, Auntie B. Attention is like drug. Oh, you didn't know that? Attention is like drugs too. Even attention by itself. A lot of them are not necessarily making enough money, but it's also hopeful that one day to become big money, right? I mean look at did you see the Esther Sky on Honest Bunch last week that said she slept with 3,000 people?
No, I didn't say that.
She said she slept with 3,000 people. Not only did she say she slept with 3,000, she said everybody else is lying. That she's the only one that's telling the truth. That everybody else is also sleeping with 3,000 people.
She was counting the number of people. She and Olosho
About Abio. Basim Bininono.
Ayé ti dàrú, Ọlọ́run, ayé ti
Attention,
dàrú.
and to be. An average Nigerian person will actually buy themselves to get on honest bunch right now. And to be.
Eh?
It's serious, oh.
If they pay me money, I will not go there. If they pay me to come and
Yeah.
sit down there, especially with that Chinedu there, I will not go. I wouldn't. Honestly, I can't start. I'm sorry.
I'll be
can't.
honest, the way it looks right now, if a woman goes there and they have, from their history right now, if a woman goes there and actually selling something good, that woman will not get attention. It's the other toxic one that they will give attention to. You remember when Seda Bodge was there and there was a girl that was actually teaching some good things around Kerewa therapy. That girl did not get attention. No. That girl did not get attention. It was Seda Bodge, the one that said she wants 20 million, that got all the attention.
I'm not Gen Z. I'm not a millennial, so I don't know what I'm doing with attention. If it's possible for me to do this, what I'm doing anonymously without anybody knowing me, I'm okay with that.
It's
I don't
so
need
obvious.
anybody to know me. I don't
Auntie
need
B,
people to know me.
your own is so obvious. Auntie B's like, I'm tired of YouTube.
Honestly,
I think I'm like, wait, what do you mean you're tired?
what am I doing with attention? Speaking
What
of
do you
which,
mean?
I beg.
we have to push against this all this negative stuff because they are naturally viral. You don't have to force it.
No, to be honest, I've been saying it for some time now, but I kind of feel it in my bones. I'm coming to the end of my journey now. On YouTube and on social media. It's been 7 years. I've been here for a long time, so everything has a beginning and it has an end. I'm not going to be here forever, so yeah, we have to evolve.
Have to evolve.
Yeah, I have to evolve. It's moving on to other things that I'm thinking about.
Whatever ultimately makes you happy, Auntie B, that's what I'm here for. Yeah. Whatever makes you happy, that's the focus, So, but we can also talk more about that behind the scenes.
Yeah, honestly, I don't feel the passion like I felt it 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I see it going down, and I feel like, there are other things I need to be looking into. That's why I want to take what Dami was saying. I want to take it seriously.
The Q&A. You didn't think you can do the Q&A here? You don't think it'll be valid here?
Like you said, is it controversial enough?
Yes.
It's not.
So Q&A will not necessarily grow as negative as some other things. But what I'm saying is that it can be highly engaging because people are looking for stuff to relate with. Right? So these are little mini small as in the form of questions that get us talking. And obviously the person asking this question is also open-minded. That's why they are asking, as opposed to just bringing just purely toxic story. And some of those stories you just have to pace them, you have to, just the same way you pace your presence here too. I like when you take 1 week off, when you take a little bit of time off. You can also pace. You can group them and take certain types of stories, depending on how you feel. And you can also take some time off. But Auntie B, if you leave this place be honest, and please just be honest. Anytime you take 3 weeks off, don't you feel like something is... Forget Cynthia bothering you behind the scenes. Don't you feel...
Come back.
Oh, you actually don't want to come back?
I don't want to come back. Oh. Honestly, I don't want to come back.
Okay, all right. At least that's honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we go fight you.
I don't want to come back.
I don't know if you know.
I think I've tried. 7 years is a long time, Ola. 7 years is a long time. I've been
but 7 years of something you truly enjoy is not enough. So I think it's the enjoyment part that you're enjoying it that we need to work on. Even if we take some time off to work on that. I think is the fact that, there's certain aspect of this. Like you said to everybody, it's not easy to be a content creator. It is a lot of your energy that gets drained with that. Yeah. So if there's a way to enjoy it, 7 years is short. There's a new girl turning 18 every day, Auntie B. Every second. Another person is turning 18. They need us. I told you that my inbox is flooded, Auntie B.
No, Ola, you are here to do the work. Even if I go, I trust you to keep working, to keep doing.
We have to help you manage your energy. You're not going anywhere. We have to help you manage your energy. It's what we're talking about now.
You are on fire. Beno is here as well. So you guys, I'm sure you are going to.
Uncle Beno is on fire. Absolutely.
You got this.
Yeah.
You got this. I can retire in peace. I just go and be enjoying my days by the poolside and just enjoying my life. Yeah.
You need some time off. Hello, and you don't want to be managing the stories and then the bells and the whistles, but that's a lot of work too. To figure out what the stories. If someone can take that off your hand, and you're just like, you're like a boss. You're like a boss CEO behind the scenes, just pointing fingers. Like I said, there's
We'll
more
see.
than enough people.
I'm going to go and pray about it and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, I will pray. I don't do anything
I
without the
like
Holy
pray.
Spirit leading me. I like to listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit. So I will put it in prayers. I haven't prayed about it yet, but I will. But thank you. Walade, thank you so much for your
Thank you,
support.
Alade. And to be here's
Yeah.
another one to convince you. Otherwise, there's a new content creator being created every second.
Hola.
Right?
Hola.
And majority of them are here to tell everybody that either women are for the streets, don't marry them, or men are scum.
The reason why I can't be that person is because I do care about posterity. Okay.
I like that.
Because I came on this platform with a mission. I had a vision of what I wanted to do. I didn't just come. I didn't earn money from YouTube for 1 whole year. I don't know how many people can remember. 1 whole year I was not monetized. Then my channel got hijacked again. I lost a lot of subscribers. I started all over again.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of blood,
Ups and downs.
Yeah, I put in the work on this platform, so it's not like I haven't done the work. I have done the work, but we'll see.
I have another one, Atibi. Your book. We have to work on your book.
Hola. Okay, yeah, that I really want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to work on your book.
Yeah, we've been doing the agony auntie. That means not necessarily a Q&A, but more like an agony aunt.
What's an agony aunt?
An agony aunt is somebody that you that offers advice. People come to them with questions, and then they give you advice and support on personal problems.
Yeah,
That's agony aunt.
It sounds the same to me. Sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see.
But even that is a lot of work. What the work that Dr. Shala is putting up with all those questions and answers, it's a lot of work to put that up. To keep
Dr. Shala, I think he has help. He's not doing it himself.
Yeah, I'm talking about just the work. I'm talking about just the work. Yeah.
No, he has an assistant who helps him with the posts.
Yeah. You better.
Yeah, so that's good. He
It's
does
a
have
lot.
an assistant. I think he
So
has.
Auntie B, you don't have assistant?
I don't have any official assistants.
That's the
I don't.
issue. That's
Yeah.
an issue,
I don't.
Auntie B.
So Dami has been helping me with thumbnails. Cynthia used to help me to co-host. She does a lot of the coordinating. We have a lot of people that were following up and people came on the show, but mostly I do most of the work.
Auntie B, you can't do that. That's why you're getting drained.
Yeah.
You can't do you can't do all the work.
I've done it for 7 years. That's why
That's why you're exhausted. Now it's making sense.
Yeah.
That's why you're exhausted now. All you need to do is show up.
Yeah, but who is gonna do it for me though?
Okay, let's talk behind the scenes.
Right. If I was in Nigeria, yes, it would have been much easier. We'll have a studio, we'll probably have sponsors by now. I can employ people to, we'll have a team. But here,
No, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be that elaborate. You just need one person that will carry all this weight, and it doesn't cost that much. And then you'll be relieved a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't have to give them access
I'll
either.
set the show up. I'll do everything. I'll share all my social media and manage them myself. I don't have any help.
And to me, this is what I do. I show up at 5 o'clock, right? For 15 minutes after the show, I do some typing, right? In terms of the title that I covered, and I send 15 minutes. That's all I do.
So you have help?
I've never not had help on YouTube and TV. I don't do thumbnails.
Really?
Yeah, the only thumbnails I do is the one that I do for us when we do a John show.
Wow. Okay. So I've been struggling. I've been doing struggle love. This has been struggle love. Yeah.
Even at TV, me showing up that first 5 minutes, I'm scrabbling behind the scenes when that music is playing. In the beginning, I'm scrabbling. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
How much more you're thinking throughout the course of the day on? It's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So I do have a studio. I mean, I have a big section of my. It's not a physical studio that's the problem. It's human resources to help. That's what we're talking about. It's not. I have space. I have a lot of space. You know, my children have almost all left home. So even if I wanted to use a room for a studio, I could do that. But that's not the problem.
No,
It's
it's the
getting
other work.
someone to, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
the
work of,
content itself.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
going through social media, trying to find content, setting it up, going here to talk, sharing it after. And then I know a lot of Obodo fans do try to help in terms of helping to share, but it's a lot of work. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Ola.
All right, everybody.
Mm.
Yeah, you know where to find me if you need me. Thank you, Auntie B, for always supporting. Thanks for rolling the mid rolls. I appreciate you.
We
Thank you.
thank God, no
All
problem
right.
at all. We thank God. So yeah, we're gonna start now. Anybody that wants to reach out. So I need to let you guys know that all emails and DMs are confidential. They are completely 100% confidential.
Everything is confidential. Let me define confidential because some people want
Okay.
to be also very concerned about confidential. I think a lot of
Mm.
people assume that they are the only one going through what they are going through, so they are always like, "Please be confidential, please." But like,
Hide
listen,
my name. Please hide my name. Hide my
yeah, we
identity.
can. Once we hide your name, you're not the only one going through what you're going through. That's really
Mm.
all we need to do. Hide your name. So you
Yeah.
can actually get help if you send the emails in to Auntie B, to myself. If you send, you can actually get help on these live shows.
Hmm.
But when you are, so imagine, Auntie B, some people send it in and they say, hide my name, hide my name. Imagine it's for every one person that managed to actually get the courage to send that email, there's 10 people that refuse to send the email because they are afraid. They're more afraid of what it would look like if they get exposed. We will never share your name, but I want you to know that you're not the only one going through what you're going through. So no, your cousin is not going to pass through obodooyinbo and then suddenly figure out that it's your story, that you were the one. No, like, come on. Okay, so I'm encouraging you, if you need help, you can't afford behind the scenes services, the shows are here for that purpose.
Hmm.
So we can take your story, you don't have to show up, but put the story, put an elaborate story, and then put it in the chat. Now I'll tell you, the best quality of help you're going to get is personal. That's always true, because we can dig in a little bit deeper, because oftentimes people tell this story from their own want to judge,
Their own perspective.
from where their own perspective. Yeah.
Mm.
But we have the skills to ask you further questions to actually get to the root of the issues. But in case you still feel like, send the emails in. This is yeah. So somebody said, they said they will use your stories. Before I go, you rather that Archangel use your story, Abby, for skits, or you actually get the help you need.
Thank you, Yvette, for that super chat. Do appreciate you. Thank you.
Hi, Yvette. Thank you,
Mhm.
Yvette.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I mean, Bami Dupelo, Dami has been amazing. She's
Thank
really,
you
really,
so much,
and she's
sweet
doing.
Princess Dami. Thank you
Dami has
so
been so
much.
amazing. She's taking off. Imagine with my cut and join thumbnails. I've been doing it. So
When I
Dami,
saw
thank
your
you very
thumbnail
much
today,
for
I knew it
coming.
wasn't you. I knew it wasn't Dami. I just
It's
knew.
not Dami. Oh. It's not Dami.
I was like, no, it's not Dami. This is not Dami. No,
Dami will
our
be
thumbnails are
embarrassed.
fire.
Dami will be embarrassed with this thumbnail, but this is how I can manage.
We make it do.
This is
We
what I
make it
can
do.
manage. Yeah. No, I will. If there's somebody that can help, I mean, I don't mind. I would really, really appreciate that. I don't know how you do it, Ola, but let's talk. I
Yeah,
didn't know
let's
you have
talk. Let's talk.
somebody doing all this, and you didn't tell me all this. Why?
I did though. You didn't listen, Atibi. You didn't hear me.
Eh,
You didn't hear me. I've always said that now.
eh.
In the Prestige family, no, I don't. It's too much. I have a lot going on.
I thought it was just you and Lola that are winging it, too.
No,
Okay.
no. We just
All
show
right.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
and that
show up to
means,
the sessions.
I was thinking this was yesterday. I was thinking when I was in the shower, I said, God, help me. This is August. I said I was going to write 2 books this year. I don't even have script for one yet. When am I going to get one done this year? Like, I need your help.
So let me give you a quick tip, and feel free, everybody, to steal this tip. One is here anyway. But anyway, Auntie B is pregnant with lots of content that's going to be extremely valuable to beyond just this platform. Auntie B, turn on your StreamYard and put it on record only and just start talking. Just start. Okay, it will be recorded. Okay, once you've done your first 10 chapters that way.
No, remember I ran the idea with you what I want to do. It's already recorded,
Oh,
but
is it on audio already?
it's audio, but it's in a form of conversation. So I need somebody to put that in words.
Yeah. So they put it into, okay. We'll talk. They're all in recording form right now. Like, how long is the recordings? Are the recordings?
There are hours of recording.
Yeah, hours. Okay, because they are conversational, you might still need to speak into, like, you listen to or find like a summary of the thing, and then you record in your own tone.
Okay, so the idea of the book and introductions and things like that, I just record it, yeah.
Yes, and then you take each one of those chapters that are recorded in form of conversational, you listen to it, and then you summarize like you're writing a book.
I'm
It
not
doesn't.
gonna do it myself. I need a ghostwriter. No, I can't.
No, this is not the writing. This is not. So let me tell you something. If you have a ghostwriter, you still have to give them the content somehow, some way.
And they will take the audio and transcribe it.
You want all the conversation in the form of the book?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's talk behind the scenes. If you have the recordings and they're in places where they're easily transferable to other people, then let's just get to work. Let's talk behind the scenes. There's a lot of let's talk behind the scenes that we're not executing. We have to get it done.
Yes, Ola, please arrange some meetings. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All
right.
Thanks for being here today. I appreciate you. My love to the family.
Take care. See y'all later.
Bye.
Prestige family. See you guys in an hour.
You have an hour. Okay, in an hour.
Yeah.
Ola, what are you talking about tonight?
Oh, Michael àti Angela, 90 Days Fiancé.
That's a good one. I love Michael and Angela. Oh yeah, I love that. Okay.
She filed for divorce, so and my guy has a GoFundMe now, so he needs support.
He does. Somebody said we should invite Michael to our show.
Di Madaruni.
How are we gonna find him?
I think he's on TikTok. He's on TikTok. Yeah, he's on TikTok. Yeah.
Michael, when he's talking, he wants to. I will almost fall asleep when he's talking.
Everybody's saying AI. Yes, AI is going to be super helpful. And to be and I will talk behind the scenes.
I don't know how to use AI. I tried to download one app. They were telling me to pay money. Every app now they tell you to pay money.
I'll show you my process.
Okay.
I'm just lazy. We should have pushed out another book already, but I'm kind of lazy too. But I'll show you.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, everybody take care. See y'all later.
Join Ola for Man of Prestige for Michael. Man, that's good content. Angela and Michael. Again, the reason why it's good is because Angela is very toxic. So yeah. That woman.
All because of Jackpa. What's the man no go do for Jackpa and
Michael.
Jackpa plus attention. Yeah. All right. It shall be done in Jesus' name. Amen. So we have a new purpose that Auntie B was pregnant with. This platform must stand, at least until the book is launched. How's that?
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care, Auntie B.
All right. Bye. Have a good evening. Okay. You guys go and listen to Michael and Angela. Ola is doing a summary, is doing a reaction to that. I will actually listen myself. I will come in there. I don't think I'll sleep. I'll sleep early. The time difference doesn't always allow me to join Ola's shows, except weekends. Because by the time he's starting, it's like past 10 p.m. and I need to go to bed because I'm working. Remember, I still have a day job, guys. Maybe that's why I'm so tired, because I still have a day job and my job is stressful. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Please join Man of Prestige in an hour for Angela, and that's all. That's plenty drama with Angela and Michael. We might cover it here too if you guys want. If you want us to do a reaction to it, I love the story of Angela and Michael. It's too much. If you want us to touch on it later on, let me know as well. Maybe on Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a good afternoon. I appreciate your love and your support. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Maybe if I get 100,000 subscribers, I'm not even going to talk of leaving. I'll stay. So subscribe so that otherwise, bye bye. I'm just going to be chilling and enjoying my evening with a glass of wine and watching my Games of Thrones. I bought the Games of Thrones season 1 to 8. All of them are my Prime. videos. So I'm watching them all over again. When I finish, I will start with the House of Dragons. Those are my genre. Those are the kind of movies that I like. So yeah, 100,000 or Odabo. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Anyway, thanks for all your love and support. Obodo fam, you guys know I love you. I appreciate you. And me saying this is not because I don't appreciate everything. It's just I'm manifesting me, and I think I'm getting there now where I can just rest. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Football is say we should do Angela and Michael. Oh, okay, Ngozi, we should do it. Okay, Sunday then. We'll do it on Sunday. We'll get Dami to do a very nice, a very good thumbnail for us. Hmm.